Hi, Right Writers, Cruz here. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, we are going to be looking at a short story I created. The short story was based on a prompt from poetsandwriters.org entitled Domestication. In the prompt, they asked us to write a short story that involves an encounter or situation with a domesticated animal, whether a pet, livestock, or one wandering the streets. Now, if you remember in a previous video, my goal was to create a short story of 800 to 1,000 words, and I came very close, but I did go a bit over, and I hope that that is okay with you, right, writers? If not, you can always stop the video at any point in time. The short story is entitled Seeing a Woman About a Dog. The story has 1,385 words, and it is dialogue driven. Please keep in mind, right writers, after this short story, I will then reveal the prompt for the following Tuesday. Here we go. Seeing a Woman About a Dog. Don't get mad at me, but I did something, he said. If you don't want it, we can figure something out, he added. You got us a dog, didn't you? How'd you know? Your tone. What do you mean, my tone? I could just tell. How could you tell? I could hear the excitement in your voice. It was like you were smiling when you were telling me not to get mad. I was hoping to surprise you when I got it home. You know how I feel about surprises. I do. By the time you get here, it'll be too late for me to say no. No, it won't. You know that as soon as I see that dog, I'm going to fall in love with it. You probably will. I did. If you don't, I'll think there's something wrong with you. You're not just going to pick up some stray off the side of the road. True. So, tell me the story about what is it that your dad says? The story about what my dad says. You know, the story about seeing a dog. Oh, when he used to tell me I got to see a man about a dog? Yeah, that. It's funny how you brought that up. Of course I brought it up. That's when you knew your dad was up to something. Your memory amazes me. You know how I am about remembering, especially when it's something unusual or random. I do. So, tell me the story about you seeing a man about a dog. Are you sure you want to hear it now? Of course I want to hear it now. I need to know our new dog's story before he or she gets here. It's a she. She's a she. Well then, I got to hear her story before she gets here. The windows are down in the truck. Can you hear me okay? I can hear you. So how'd you find her? Well, you know how sometimes I take the trace? I do. And remember when I told you they'd been having some construction on it? Yeah. Well, when I was taking the trace home from work, I started seeing signs. What kind of signs? Are you going to let me tell the story? Yes. So you were seeing signs. The signs were rerouting us to drive through the back part of Cherokee. I think you and I have driven through that part. Do you remember seeing any silos? The big silos near the landfill? No, those are different silos. I forgot about those silos. It's another silo. The other silos in Cherokee. I don't remember. Of course you remember. It's one giant silo. How can you forget seeing it? I don't remember. I do remember seeing lots of fields. How can you remember seeing lots of fields but not seeing a giant silo? Don't get mad. I'm not getting mad. I can tell you're getting irritated. I'm not getting irritated. Yes, you are. You're getting upset because I remember seeing lots of farmland, but I can't remember the silo. I'm trying to find a way to help you remember because it's where I found her. Well, don't worry about that part. You can show me where you got her later. Well, it's kind of important to the story, and it's bothering me that you don't remember. How about we drive there this weekend so you can show me? I can go to the shop with you on Saturday. That's a good idea. You can go to work with me on Saturday and I'll show you. Is that better? Better. Okay, so back to the silo. So near that giant silo in Cherokee, there's a 4-way stop sign. I'm picturing this in my head. Well, I had to stop at one of those stop signs. Okay. Well, at that stop sign, there's a house on the left with a front porch. Wait, are you talking about that huge silo with a barn or big building around it further up on the right side? Yes! Okay, now I know where you are. I knew you'd remember. So that's where you found her? Found her? Found our new dog on the front porch of that house. Sorry, I got confused. I thought we were still on the silo. We're on the front porch now. Did you just pull into that house? No, I didn't just pull into that house. I was at the stop sign and I looked over to my left and I saw this beautiful dog sitting like a statue on this front porch. And then you pulled into the house? No. So then I saw a woman come out of the front porch and this beautiful dog started jumping and wrapping its leash around her. The woman started yelling at the dog and I could tell she was really upset. And you're still sitting at the stop sign. I'm still at the stop sign. And then I saw a husky barking behind the house. Another dog? Not just another dog, another big dog. Oh, so our new dog is a big dog, and she's probably going to get bigger. I love her already. Are you going to let me finish the story? Yeah, sorry. So I yell out the window, "Ma'am, that sure is a pretty dog." You yelled out of the truck from the stop sign to the front porch of that woman's house? Sure did. What'd she do? Get this. She asks me, "Do you want it?" She asked you that? Who does that? She did, and I said I sure do. So then I pulled into the house. Then you pulled into the house and put on that charm. I didn't need to put on any charm. She had that dog wrapped around her. You should have seen the look on her face. Was she scared of it? No, she was overwhelmed. Too many dogs. Too many big dogs. Then she tells me how her husband had neck surgery, and she didn't even know why they went and got another dog. What'd you say to her? Well, I told her about us, and how much I missed having a dog. And I asked her if she was being serious about taking the dog. What'd she say? She told me that she needed to get rid of this here dog because even though she had papers on it and everything, the dog was just too much for her and her husband. So I told her I'd be glad to take it off her hands. So she just let you take it? I didn't just take it. I asked her how much she wanted for it. And get this, she said nothing. Nothing? She didn't want anything? You can't just take a dog for nothing. No, you can't. What'd you do? Well, luckily I had $100 bill in my pocket, and I offered it to her. Then I told her I would have given her more money for the dog, but it was all the money I had on me. You would have given her more money for our new dog? Wait till you see her. She's one of the prettiest dogs I've ever seen. What is she? I mean, what breed is she? She's an AKC German Shepherd. You got an AKC German Shepherd for $100? She's already got her first year of shots. The woman gave me all her papers and everything. Shots and papers? That's crazy. I know. Talk about seeing a man about a dog. In your case, it was a man who saw a woman about a dog. That's right. What a story. I know. How old is she? 4 months. Does she have a name? She does. What is it? Roxy. I don't like that name. I was hoping you'd say you didn't like it because I don't like it either. Don't worry, we can rename her. We can? Yeah, she's still a puppy. We just have to keep using the new name we give her. Oh, okay. You almost home? Almost. I'm glad you went to see a woman about a dog. Me too. I guess we're an official family now. I guess we are. That was a short story created by yours truly called Seeing a Woman About a Dog. So next week's prompt is entitled Ghost Story, and here's what it states. Ghosting, the social practice of suddenly cutting off communication without explanation by no longer accepting or responding to calls or messages, is often associated with dating, but can also extend to other arenas of interpersonal communication and socializing, such as the interview process for a new job or with friends and family. Write a short story that revolves around two people, one of whom ghosts the other. What are the dynamics of communication that lead up to the ghosting, and what is the fallout? Are excuses made, or is hindsight 2020? Consider how much of each party's point of view to reveal prior to and after the ghosting. And so, writers, that is our prompt for next week, writing a short story that revolves around two people, one of whom ghosts the other. I know for me, writers, I think my goal will probably be around, 1,000 words or less, and just sort of see where that goes. And, we'll just kind of see what happens, I guess, next week. Thank you so much, Right Writers, for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you all next Tuesday. And happy creative writing. Love you guys. Take care. Cruise out. Bye-bye.